Tell me something about yourself. How to answer this question? Well, here's a response. Hello, my name is Satyanarayan and I come from a family where both traditional values and modern practices are cherished. My parents, who grew up in a more conservative environment, always encouraged me to embrace change while respecting our cultural roots. They gave me a very traditional name, Satyanarayan, which is very common in our family. But they also made sure that I had the freedom to explore my interests and carve my own path. From a young age, I have been passionate about academics, and like many students from Gujarat, I've always had a keen interest in numbers, mathematics, and science. But what sets me apart is that I also love engaging in extracurricular activities, particularly in the fields of drama and public speaking. I started participating in school plays and debating competitions in middle school, which helped me develop strong communication and interpersonal skills. One of my hobbies is reading, and I have an affinity for both fiction and non fiction. On one hand, I enjoy books like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, which speaks to me on a personal level about following one's dreams. On the other hand, I am also a fan of books like Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, which focus on the factors that contribute to success and excellence. These books inspire me to think critically and to evaluate how I can improve myself in both academic and personal spheres. When it comes to academics, I excel in subjects like physics and mathematics as I enjoy problem solving and logical reasoning. However, I have to admit that I find chemistry a bit challenging, especially when it comes to balancing equations. But I view this as an opportunity for growth, and I have been working hard to improve my understanding by seeking help from teachers and practicing regularly. My friends often say that I am a natural leader, and I've had the privilege of being the captain of my school's cricket team. My leadership style revolves around motivating the team and ensuring we all work together towards a common goal. I am particularly proud of a project I led during our school's annual fest, where I managed a team of 20 students to execute various tasks within tight deadlines. I believe that teamwork, time management, and effective communication are keys to success, which is why I always try to create an environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas and working collaboratively. Looking ahead, I'm excited to pursue a degree in business administration. I believe this course will allow me to blend my love for problem solving with my passion for working with people. I'm eager to learn about management theories and strategies in an academic setting, and I look forward to applying them in real world business scenarios. Ultimately, I want to use my knowledge to contribute to the growth of Indian businesses and startups, particularly in areas that promote sustainable development and innovation. Now, let us try to dissect this response and understand the rationale behind each part. In the beginning, I gave my introduction and a little bit of family background. This gives an insight into my background, especially my cultural heritage, and emphasizes the balance between traditional values and modern influences, which is very common in Indian families. By mentioning my name and my family values, I have tried to establish my identity and roots and also create a personal connection with the interviewer. Well, the reasoning is simple. Indian families often place importance on education and values, and this part of the response shows that I respect these values while also being open to modern ideas. In the second part, I talked about academic interests and extracurricular activities. Here, I highlighted my academic interests, particularly in mathematics and science, which are very common subjects among many Indian students. The inclusion of extracurricular activities such as drama and public speaking, they portray a well-rounded personality. The reasoning here being that Indian colleges value academic excellence, but they also appreciate students who excel in non-academic pursuits. Mentioning extracurriculars adds depth to the candidate's profile. Third, I mentioned my reading interests. By mentioning very specific books, I have given the interviewer insight into my intellectual curiosity and the types of content that I engage with. Especially books like The Alchemist and Outliers show that I am reflective, goal oriented, and enjoy learning. The reasoning here is that reading is often viewed as a sign of intellectual curiosity, and mentioning books that are both inspirational and thought provoking signal that I am well read and engaged with both fiction and non fiction. But use this only if you have truly read those books. Well, I continued with academic strengths and areas for improvement. Here, I addressed my strengths in physics and maths while also acknowledged the challenges which I face with chemistry. This particular part of the response shows self awareness, honesty, and a willingness to improve. Well, the reasoning is that students are naturally expected to excel in science and maths in India, but by acknowledging the weaknesses, I appear to be both humble and proactive. It shows that I am focused on self improvement, which is often a key quality required for higher education. Then I went on to talk about things which reflected my leadership and teamwork. By discussing my role as the captain of the cricket team and a leader during a school project. These examples clearly showcase leadership, teamwork, time management skills, all of which are qualities valued in the college and future professional environments. Now, the reasoning here is that leadership and teamwork are very important for Indian college settings where group projects, extracurricular involvement, and the likes are very common. My ability to lead a team under pressure reflects my maturity and responsibility. In the end, I gave a very clear idea about my career aspirations. I tied my academic and extracurricular experiences to my future career goals in business administration. I also expressed my excitement for the program and my desire to apply classroom learning to real world scenarios, particularly in areas like sustainable development. The reasoning here is Indian colleges look for students who have a clear career vision. By concluding with a statement about my career goals and how this particular course fits into my future, I demonstrated foresight and ambition. So here's the overall approach. The response should be well rounded, highlighting my academic strengths, my extracurricular activities, my leadership experiences, and my personal interests. It should effectively balance humility, self awareness, and ambition. Additionally, by mentioning certain aspects of my culture and educational practices, I have connected with the values which are typically appreciated by Indians in college interviews. The answer is structured to present me as a motivated, well balanced, and forward thinking individual and makes me an appealing candidate for the college admission process.